Well, first off, she's a backstabbing hula. And
what's a hula?
Hi guys, welcome to Duel Perspectives, where we review self-published books. I'm Diamond Simons.
I'm Sami Iman, and this month we are reading I Deserve Him by Gerri D. This book follows three seniors, Kenya, her boyfriend Aaron, and her best friend Terika, who through manipulation ends up sleeping with Aaron behind Kenya's back.
We all know that high school can be crazy at times, and you live in this bubble where it's hard to see past your high school drama. So what happens when you mix in love, insecurity, jealousy, and tragedy? You end up with someone that thinks that she deserves him.
And we all know she doesn't.
She does not.
So what did you think about the book?
Overall, I thought it was a pretty good book, and it definitely keeps you on a high. So if you like books where it's like a constant something's going on, someone's doing something, I think this book would be good for you.
Yeah, it was, I thought that the storyline was really good. It kept you engaged, it kept you trying to figure out what was going to happen next, and you wouldn't believe everything that keeps happening and happening. Like, is there anything else that could happen? Why, yes there is. There is something else that could totally happen. And it just kept going on in that fashion.
Yeah, I definitely thought as I was reading it, I was like, okay, this can't get any worse. And yet it got even worse. And the end is just like the ultimate worse.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, I guess for my taste, you know, I think I'd like a little bit of a silver lining in there. Like, I'm not one for happy endings, honestly. Like, I don't need books that end where everybody gets together and everyone's happy and lovey-dovey and it's a whole Cinderella story type situation. But I do like for there to be like a glimmer of hope somewhere in there. And I just feel like it's just always like drama on top of drama, tragedy on top of tragedy, and then like what else could happen and why is this girl not broken? You know?
See, I'm a little different because I do like happy endings. I want everybody to get their way in the end, except for Terika. I didn't like her. But I want everyone to be happy in the end. And I do like those fairy tale endings. But one thing that I did really enjoy about the book was definitely the steaminess. It's definitely a steamy book. So if you like steaminess.
Yes, these sex scenes were described in great detail.
Yes.
So if you like that, then you'll definitely like this book. But you bring up a point. You said you didn't like Terika. Why not?
Well, first off, she's a backstabbing hula. And
what's a hula?
Something I don't want to say on a family friendly show. But she's a hula.
Okay, all right.
And if I were Kenya, she would have died. Okay. but it was
that's extreme. But it's a book, so I guess she could die, truthfully.
Yeah, it's just terrible the things that she would do to someone that she calls her best friend that's not really her best friend, but her best friend thinks that they're still tight like that. Like, don't play me like that. No, right. I didn't like her.
Yeah. You know what, character-wise, as far as who she is in the book, I don't like her in that aspect. But as a character, she's actually my favorite character. Only because as a writer, you know, you look at what could be considered the villain, you know, and in this book, considering it's not like a superhero and villain type story, but all stories have, you know, an antagonist, someone who helps propel the story along, and that's what Terika is. You know, she, through her conniving and manipulative ways, it helps to progress the story. Otherwise, everyone will be living in a fairy tale land. And I always find that the antagonist always has so many layers that you have to go through in order to find out their motivation for things. A lot of times the main characters are pretty flat, pretty... you pretty much know exactly who they are and what they're going to do, but the antagonist, the evil person in the book, is always one where you're like, well, why would they do that? what's their motivation, and like what gives her the right to think this way. And I think that Gerri actually did a really good job in peeling back the layers of Terika's psyche so that you can see why she was. I don't feel like it was left off in a good place. I would like to know more about what's going on in Terika's head and what happened to her, but the great thing is that there's going to be a part 2.
Well, so I agree with a lot of what Samia's saying, but from a reader's perspective, I do not like Terika. Yes, she kept the book interesting and engaging and on the up and up. Okay, so I guess I could give you that because she did keep the book going.
Yeah.
Because if she didn't do the things she did, we wouldn't have a story.
Right.
So, okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess the villain is kind of the story maker.
Yeah.
But you don't like the villain. You want the fairy tale. You want Cinderella to have her Prince Charming and her glass slippers.
I would actually like the villain to have their happy ending.
Oh, no.
To see what? Yeah, I mean, does the villain not deserve happiness? I mean, part of the reason why they're a villain is because they're unhappy.
Well, why do they deserve? Well, okay. Why do they deserve their happiness when they have to take other people's happiness in order to get it? They don't deserve it.
Here's the thing.
You can be happy for a little while.
But here's the thing, because as you start peeling back the layers of the villain, you start to realize why they are the way they are. And the hope is that maybe they'll get some help with some counseling and they don't have to take anymore. Wow. And they can get their happy ending through a different way. Not to say that's going to make the story good, but you know what I mean? Like, at the end, she gets an epiphany, like, why did I act this way? Why did I do this to the person supposed to be my best friend? Granted, they're not going to be best friends anymore. I mean, there's just no way that you can sleep with someone's man and think that you guys are going to be friends still. And
it gets deeper.
It's so deep. So
it's not just sleeping with him.
Oh, yeah. Her expectations are out of this world. But I just find her extremely interesting as a character. But like in real life, I don't know, she gotta go.
I think that she needs to sit down and watch one of our shows of The Work Within. That's what she needs to do. Just because you went through things in your past does not give you the right to treat people a bad way.
Right.
So you need to get some character going on that's not bad character, and you need to work on yourself, and then you can get your happy ending. Don't go ruining people's lives to get your happy ending.
Right. But we also have to take into account that these are, high school seniors, and so like you're in that bubble and you don't see things outside of that bubble. So, I feel like with a little life experience, she might be able to get her happy ending and her peace, But as far as the book goes, just character-wise, as if it was a person that I do in real life, I would not associate myself with that person.
Yeah.
And Aaron, too. Like, let's not leave Aaron out of the mix because he's an accomplice in the whole thing, too.
Just backstabbers.
Yeah, all over the place.
And cheaters and liars.
Exactly. And so, but it makes for a really good story. So overall, it's a really good book. The characters pretty much stay true to character the entire book, and the storyline keeps going, which is great. The only critique that I would have is that it is riddled with punctuation and grammar errors.
Yeah, which can make it really hard to read at times.
And, and it's because of that we decided to give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, but once you get past the grammar and the punctuation, it's actually a really good book.
And we totally recommend for you to go and read it. And let us know what you think down in the comments. If you don't have the book or if you haven't read it, we're going to leave a link for you down in the comments so that you can go ahead and get it on Amazon. And then, tell us what you think.
All right.
We look forward to hearing from you and seeing what you thought of I Deserve Him by Gerri D.
Yep, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. If you like what you saw today, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Love ya.